Good Monday morning to you, Mr. PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich. This is your outlook for March 10th, 2014. And we're going to have a system moving off to our north this morning here. It's not going to be a very big system, just some light snow showers mainly across New York State. Some of these may drift down into northeast PA, so you might have a morning snow shower, rain snow shower, from east central PA and northern New Jersey and points north. So not a big deal. Everywhere else remains mostly cloudy today, but it will be milder. Temperatures are going to be moving up into the upper 40s to near 50 in most locations today, and that theme will continue for the day on Tuesday. Actually, Tuesday is going to be a fantastic day as far as temperatures are concerned, with temperatures getting up into the mid 50s and mid to upper 50s, maybe even hit 60 down here in Philadelphia on Tuesday under partly cloudy skies. Next system we're going to be watching is this system on Wednesday. Now, this is system for about a week ago, if you guys remember. This was showing a big snowstorm for our area, and we don't think there's going to be a big snowstorm for this area. And we're going to get into another system that's being shown on the 18th that is also showing a big snowstorm that I also don't want you to get excited about, because we've seen this time and time again now, where this week out the models are all gung-ho about a big snowstorm, and then we seem to lose that idea. Parts of our area will get a snow event out of this, though. The system moving in from the lower Ohio Valley here, not particularly strong at this point, but as we get a little bit closer, or it gets a little bit closer to our area, crosses West Virginia, starts to ramp up a little bit. 996 millibars over West Virginia. You got some snow moving out ahead of the northern Pennsylvania, but you see everywhere south of here is all rain, and this system is going to take a track just like this over western Maryland, may come across northern Delaware near Philadelphia and come across central Jersey, and then eventually cross over near Boston. So this is basically the track. All the models have this same exact track, so it's not like one's north, one's south. Every single model here is locked in here. So we're not expecting any surprises with this system or a shift to the south, because that just hasn't happened on any of the model guidance. So we'll keep going forward here. Now, one of the things that this system does is it is able to draw in some colder air to the north side here as it wraps up here and moves off to the southeast. So once this system does pass, we do think it'll be a rain changing to snow situation, at least for central areas here and up to northern New Jersey. So we do think it would be mostly snow up in the northern Pennsylvania counties, and maybe then it'll change over to snow as you get down to the Poconos and the further south you go. And then as you get to Wednesday evening, here is the change over to snow at the tail end. But you see what's happening here. Precipitation is rapidly ending from the northwest here. Once the winds shift to the northwest, you're going to get that, as the system passes, you're going to get that change over to snow and the cold air rushing in. But it might be too late, except for maybe one big burst of snow at the very end, and it might not accumulate much until you get to an area probably like these areas right here. This is anything northwest of that line is probably where you could get some minor accumulations and maybe just some coatings here from Harrisburg over to Lehigh Valley. But as you get further northwest in the Poconos, you might get a couple inches out of it. Up in northern Pennsylvania, across Tioga, Bradford, Susquehanna, maybe northern Wayne County, might get several inches of snow, greater than 4, maybe even greater than 6 in some of those areas where that remain mostly snow. So please follow the Facebook page. We will have a map out with specific amounts this evening, expected to be 7 p.m. this evening. And again, I don't expect this to be too far south. If you're down near I-95, you can forget about it. It's going to be all rain and no surprises expected there. The system then wraps up and heads over into the Gulf of Maine, and really gives them a good snowstorm up here in the interior. But then that's out of our hair here. Now we're going to have a couple systems moving through. Might have it, Friday night, early Saturday, have a cold front move through with some maybe touching off a rain or snow shower, but we'll be very warm out ahead of this. We're going to warm up again Friday, Saturday, and we're going to drop down, it looks like, on Sunday, back to near normal temperatures for this time of year. So up and down temperature-wise this next couple of days. Now, I want to get into this system on the 18th, because everybody's squawking about this one now, about how you got this big snowstorm coming. Basically, GFS has a cold front here. This is actually on the 17th into the 18th, and this is GFS actually wraps up a system offshore here, 993 millibars, takes it up in this direction here, and as much the same as the other models are doing here, but you see what it does, shows all this snow back in here. Again, this is 192 hours out, so we had a long time to look at this. I really don't like the setup of this system, but that doesn't mean it can't happen, so we will monitor it. Taking a look at the European model, does something very similar. Again, very wrapped up, takes it out here like this, and the European model puts a big snow event back in this area, much like the GFS, maybe a little bit more so wrapped up than GFS has, and the Canadian model, the same exact thing. So it looks like on paper that we got a big snowstorm coming on the 18th. However, 192 hours out, so a lot of things can change. Very wrapped up system here on the Canadian model as well. And I actually can go to the next frame here. Actually, parks it just south of Long Island at 979 millibars. So this would be a really big snowstorm if this did happen. But again, chances of this happening are probably 1 in 10 right now, so I wouldn't take this to the bank or anything that's showing at this range, because it is 8-9 days away. We'll continue to monitor the system on Wednesday, because that's the immediate threat we're talking about, and some of our parts of our coverage area will have some snow to deal with. Again, we'll have the first call out at 7 p.m. this evening. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for March 10th, 2014. Almost lost my months there. March 10th, 2014. Have a great Monday.